Do you love hearing birdsong and seeing life in your garden? Today I'll share 8 simple but highly effective tips to turn your garden into a magnetic bird paradise all year round. We'll talk about plants, water, shelter, and small things you can start doing today to attract more birds. The first tip is simple. Give the birds variety. Birds don't thrive in flat, uniform lawns. They prefer gardens that feel like natural habitats with different layers, plants, and hiding spots. By planting low shrubs, medium-sized bushes, and a few taller trees, you create more opportunities for birds, for food, shelter, and nesting. The next tip is to plant bushes and trees that produce berries or fruit. This gives birds natural food in late summer and autumn. Plants like elder, hawthorn, and sea buckthorn, or trees like rowan and apple, attract many species because berries and fruit are exactly the kind of nutrition they prefer. Water is incredibly important. Birds need water both for drinking and for bathing. A bird bath or a small pond gives them a safe place to land. And birds will visit your garden more often when they know they can find fresh water. Tip number 4 is to leave part of your garden a little wild. Tall grass, weeds, and brush piles aren't mess to birds. They're food and shelter. Plants like willow, nettles, and thistles attract insects, which many birds rely on, and a few branches or a small brush pile can become a hot spot for tiny birds like wrens. Sometimes the best thing you can do for birds is simply not to clean up too quickly. Leave fallen apples, dry leaves, and half-rotten plants a little longer. They attract insects and small creatures that birds love to eat. Tip number 6 is important. Avoid using pesticides in your garden. Pesticides kill the insects that many birds depend on, which means fewer birds. A wild, natural garden isn't just good for birds, it benefits the entire ecosystem. One of the most effective tips is to put up nesting boxes. Many birds lack natural nesting sites in urban gardens, so a birdhouse can be exactly what they need. Just pay attention to size and placement. Small boxes can get too warm, and different species need different entrance hole sizes. Tits, starlings, and other small birds happily use nesting boxes, especially if you place them at different heights around the garden. The final tip is about feeding. Offering food, especially in winter, can make your garden far more attractive to birds. Use different types of feed, like sunflower seeds, hemp seeds, nuts, and millet, to attract a variety of species. Place the feeders close to bushes or trees so birds can quickly hide if a predator shows up. And remember, if you start feeding in winter, it's best to keep a steady rhythm throughout the season so the birds can rely on the food source. And those were 8 tips to attract more birds to your garden, from plants and water to wild corners, nesting boxes, and food. Start with 1 or 2 tips today and watch your garden slowly transform into a bird paradise filled with life and song. If you want to learn more about specific birds and their calls, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications